Colors in English. Hello. Yesterday I made a workshop where I showed you how make the cast on, the purl stitch or the knit stitch and the purl stitch. And I told you that today we will make the increases, decreases too. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. I invite you to subscribe here on my channel on YouTube, where you can find patterns free of crochet and knitting. I use the needle number 4,50 millimeters and this yarn of acrylic that is a little thick. It's not chunky, but it's a little thick. I will show you here the purl stitch. From right to left, we insert in the stitch, we involve, and the needle goes out from the stitch and have the new stitch. Again, from right to left, we involve, the needle goes out from the stitch and this go out. This is the famous purl stitch, punto revés en español. So I catch always the yarn like this, for that my work is a little tight, not so tight, not so loose. We must find our technique. When you practice the knitting, you must find your own technique. Hello, welcome to my channel and thank you for your like. We make today knitting. In Spanish, knitting is dos agujas, palillos, palitos, or tricot too. So now I made only knit stitches, look. We insert the needle from right to left. We involve and we make out the needle from the stitch. Stitch, punto en español. Yarn, hilo en español. Needle, aguja en español. Purl stitch, punto revés en español. You can find here on my channel patterns in knitting and crochet. Sweaters, beanie hats, vest, cardigans, and so on. Thank you for your like. Look, this is the knit stitch. Lo particular of this stitch, the particular of this stitch, look, this is the front, but if we turn like this, it's the same. It's fantastic. It's super beautiful, the knit stitch. Yesterday we began with the workshop for that you can learn the basic stitches, the cast on and the knit and purl stitch. I think this technique is continental. I think if you know the name of this technique, you can tell me. I will make one round or one row of knit stitches for that you can see. I will let you this pattern of yesterday, the workshop, I will let you on the comments and on the description box. Look, the first stitch, we insert from the left to the right and the needle goes down of the left needle. The yarn to the front And this new yarn is the new stitch. Hello, my dear Germaine Begard. Thank you to be here. We back the needle and we cut this stitch. And we repeat the yarn in the front and we back the needle of the right. Right, derecha en español. Left, izquierda en español. Thank you to be here and give one like to my video. Muchas gracias. We learn a little knitting, crochet, and Spanish too. Look, this is a technique that I catch the yarn with my finger. With my fingers, I cut here. For that, the yarn is not so loose. But in the beginning, you must try to find your own technique. Don't worry, you will find it. No te preocupes que lo vas a encontrar, vas a aprender. Thank you for your like. I have a sweater, a knitted sweater that is Juliana sweater, or knitted sweater Juliana. You find like this here on my channel. And I made with the basic stitches. Look, this is the knit stitch. When you finish the row, we turn the knitting work. Let me see here. I want to see in my computer if I can watch the video. Let me see, please. Thank you to be here. Okay, I hear the voice. Yeah, it's perfecto. It's okay. Thank you. Today I will make increases, decreases, and how we close the stitches. This week will be only knitting here in my workshop. This is the purl stitch. The yarn of the purl stitch is in the front. I will repeat this. Okay, I can make the needle down the yarn and from right to left we involve and the needle back and goes out of this stitch. You only must practice to learn the knitting. Thank you to be here. Bien, do you crochet? Yeah, yes, I crochet too. I have, I think, more patterns of crochet here on my channel. You can find sweaters, beanies, headbands, appliques, in crochet and knitting. But my favorite technique is this, knitting. I hope that you learn and you can watch my patterns. I invite you to subscribe here on my channel. It's free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new workshop or a new pattern. You can be a member of my channel and you can watch exclusive patterns for you in knitting or crochet. Look, I finished the row, termino la hilera from left to right or from right to left. Yesterday I showed you how you must make the cast on. I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box. So now I will make increases. How I make the increases in my threads. By example, if you want make, by example, one cape or one poncho or increases you can make for beanie hats too. For all the words you can use increases. Increases in Spanish is aumentos en español. Thank you for your like. So, by example, I will make increases. Here I have 30 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I have 30 stitches. Hola, my dear Alicia. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenida. Welcome to my channel. So here, by example, I will make increases. I have one cape or like a little poncho. I will add you this pattern of this poncho here in the comments and on the description box. I begin for a little scarf, and after this I make increases to make the poncho or cape. So I will let you this pattern on the comments when I finish this workshop. We are in live now. Here is 11 and 18 minutes. 11 in the morning. Thank you for your like. Here I will make 2 knit stitches, and I will make in all this row, I will show you how I make the increases. Look, from 1 stitch we will have 2 stitches, okay? So always I make the increases with the knit stitch. We insert, we make the yarn like the knit stitch, we back the needle, we catch, and I don't go out, I don't make out this stitch, because from this I will make the increase. So I let a little free the yarn. Here I have 1, and we go into the back of the stitch, and from here I make another knit stitch. So now from 1 stitch we have 2 stitches. I will repeat. I will make 2 knit stitches, and again another increase. Look, we make 1 knit stitch like always, but we don't make out the stitch, because from this stitch we will make 1 more stitch. So the needle in the back, and we insert into the same stitch. I don't know if you can see, look. So from here we make again the yarn in front, and we back. I must have careful, and I have the second stitch. This is the increase. I have another technique that I learned. I will show you. I made 2 knit stitches, and again another increase. 1 knit, we don't make out, we make our needle of the right to the back, and from the same stitch we insert, we make the yarn between the needles, and we make the second knit stitch. Thank you, Cali Misetti Show Daya. Thank you to be here. Muchas gracias. And now we have 2 stitches. 2 knit stitches. And now I will make the another form that I find too. This was my friend Maricita here in Germany. She showed me how she make the increases, and it's very interesting too. And we will see how is the increase of Maricita. The yarn, here, we catch the yarn, look, we make one loop, we turn again, and this we make inside of this stitch, and we pull. This is the increase that showed me my friend Maritza, that she is from Peru, like me, and she learned this increase. And I find too that is interesting. I like. So again, 2 knit stitches, and again, 1 loop. We catch here the yarn, we turn 1 time, 2 times, and we insert into the needle and we pull. Again, 2 knit stitches, 1 time, 2 times, and we insert. 1 knit stitch, 2 knit stitches, 1 time and 2 times. So this is very easy. I will make one. Here I will make a mark for to know where are the increases of my friend. So I think we can see from here. In the next rows we will see. Until here I made the increases of my friend Maricita, okay? We will see how. Now I will show you my technique. Hello, my dear Antoinette Dubois. Thank you to be here. Again, 2 knit stitches and 1 increase, my increase. 1 knit and into the back of the same stitch, the second knit stitch. Again, 1 and 2 knit stitches, 1 knit, and the second. 1 y 2 puntos, and here 1 increase. Here we make 1 time and the second time. 1 time, and here I will make the last increase. This is my technique, okay? We finish. And you can make the increases, depends of the work that you make. Sometimes for the ponchos, you can make increases in all the stitches. You don't need to knit 2 stitches like me. But this is only, this pattern is only to show you how I make the increases. In my patterns, I have this poncho or like 1 cape, and I show you step by step. I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box, but you can looking for like knitted poncho Maricita or knitted cape Maricita. Always you can write. My name is Maria del Carmen, and the little name is Maricita. Okay, now here only we will make all the stitches like purl stitches, okay? Purl stitches, the needle down or below, I think is the name, the word, below the yarn, and we make the purl stitches. Here we will knit all the stitches that we find. The stitches and the increases. By example, this is 1 increase. We will make now like the purl stitches. Purl stitch, punto revés, knit stitch, punto derecho. Stitch es punto en español. Stitches, puntos. Another increase, look. And we make the purl stitches. I have scarves too in knitting and in crochet. Look, this is from my friend Maricita that we turn 2 times the yarn with the loop. We will see in the next row how is the resultado. Resultado en español, en inglés. We will see how is the stitch. This is another from my friend Maricita, okay? you can use the increases that you want. This is another from Maricita. So here I will make the ganchito because this is from my friend. And we will see which increase is nice, is more nice. I find both good. And this is my increase. Look, it's a little more tight, my increase, because we make 2 stitches from 1 stitch. For this is a little tight. I think we have more techniques to make increases, but this is both that I know and I use always in my patterns. Here we finish the purl stitches. We pull a little and look. These are the increases of my friend Marisa between the ganchitos, and my increases are these. We will make another round. Thank you for your like, my dear friends. Here only I will make knit stitches, okay? When you make more rows, you can watch how is the thread, how are the increases, if you notice or not. You use the increases to make 2 skirts, pullovers, vests, scarves, capes or ponchos too. This is the way that I make the knit stitches. I use the needles number 4,50 millimeters, and for this yarn you can notice how is the thread. You must make a little pattern always to know how is the thread that you make with the needles that you use, if it's tight, if it's loose. We pull and look. One tip, when you see these borders, look, how do you see these borders? I find that they are good. Sometimes when you use one needle a little bigger, maybe this is a little loose, it's not so nice, the border. So I think for this yarn is good this needles number 4,50 millimeters. Thank you for your like, chicas. Muchas gracias. So now we can see how are the increases. This is my increase, look. You notice here, this cannot, this is one increase. And the increase of my friend is, where are these, is a little, I think, this is a little open, these two. And my increases are a little more tight. But you can use both too. I will make this and I will make in the next row the decreases. I always make the increases and decreases in the front of the work or where is the knit stitches. But sure, you can make increases too with the purl stitch or decreases with the purl stitch. Now I will make the decreases. For the decreases, I have my technique. Thank you to be here, to watch my video. We're in a workshop in live. Estamos en un taller en vivo y directo. Thank you for your like, for make more workshops here on my channel. I have almost 20 years, oh, 20 no, 10 years with this channel in English. I have my channel in Spanish too. First, I make my patterns in Spanish, and after this, I made the translation to the English. But now, YouTube make automatic the translation. You only must watch my videos and find the subtitles you can find in your language. I saw that they have almost all the language to the translation. So look, with the increases, you can watch that we have more stitches, that is more wide, the work. Now I will show you the decreases, disminuciones en español. I will make again every 2 stitches the decreases, okay? 1 knit, and here I will make the first decrease. How is the decrease? I will take 2 stitches and I will make 1. I always open 1 and the second for that I can pass with the needle through both stitches. The needle to down from this left needle, and we make 1 knit stitch. And now from 2 stitches we have 1. I will repeat 1 and 2 knit stitches, and again 1 decrease. 1 and 2 stitches and 1 decrease. Disminución en español. 1 y 2 puntos and 1 decrease. 1 y 2. And 1 decrease after the 2 knit stitches. I saw another technique too. I will try to repeat. Is 1 and 2, and the first or the second goes over the first. 1 and 2, again 1 and 2, and the first over the second. This is the way that I make where I close the stitches. But with this decrease, we look this. This is a special tool to make fantasy stitches, like braids, by example. Before I made this, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we close the first over the second. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and the first over the second. And the last knit stitch, we pull and ready. I will make the purl stitches only to watch to see how are the decreases. We make purl stitches only in this round. Thank you for your like. And I hope that you write me in the comments or on the comments. On the comments, you can write me what do you want to see in knitting? What do you want to learn in knitting too? You can find me too on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Maricita Colors. We finished the purl stitches and ready. This is my decreases, look, are a little tight, and these and others are a little open. Now I will show you how I close the stitches. So, today we learn to the increases, decreases, and we close the stitches. How is this in English? You have a special word to close the stitches, or only is close the stitches? Because you have one word like cast on, by example, to make the stitches on the needle. So you can write me on the comments too. Thank you. So to close the stitches, I always use the knit stitch too. Look, we make 2 knit stitches, the first and the second, and we will repeat the same that we make here when the decreases. This first pass over the second, and the second blipe or stay on the needle. Again, 1 knit stitch. We let a little free the yarn for that is not so tight. And the first over the second. The second pass over this inside of the first stitch. We pull a little, not so tight, not so loose, remember. 1 knit, the first, and the second is inside of the first. Repeat always these basic stitches for that you can learn to knitting. One knit stitch, we can let a little loose for that is not so tight. The first and the second stay inside of the stitch. First over the second. And little to little we close the stitches. Cerramos los puntos, we say in Spanish. Cerrar los puntos o cerramos los puntos. Stitches, puntos en español. Thank you, gracias en español. Please, por favor en español. Hola, hello en español. And look, Peter, make me cardigan. Hello. So, little to little, we close all the stitches. You can close the stitches too with the purl stitch, but it's more work because you must have the stitches or the yarn in the front, so it's different. So it's better to close with the knit stitches. Thank you for your like. Muchas gracias. So always 1 knit stitch and the first over the second. to close the work, we cut the yarn, look. We open a little the last stitch and the yarn that we cut goes inside. We pull a little and we must try that this to close the stitch. And look, what do you think about this knitting? I hope that you like and you give one like to my video. Thank you to be here. And before I finish this workshop in live, I want to invite you to subscribe here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. It's total free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new video here on my channel. You can find me too on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Look, the purl stitch, knit stitch, we close the stitches, and we learn to increases and decreases. Remember that you can join to my channel to be a member to watch exclusive videos of patterns for the people that collaborate with my channel. Thank you very much, and we see us with another workshop here on my channel. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Chao, chao. Gracias, amigos.